Welcome to the Falls to Read podcast.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Get it all out.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 7 of the Bros Who Eat podcast.
Really? That's
Jesse, what happened? I thought you were all fired up.
I know. That was like,
You went from fired up to...
Well, I'm not doing.
This is the Bros Who Eat podcast.
Buffer. I'm not. What's his name? What's the announcer? Bruce Buffer.
Bruce. This is the Bros Who Eat podcast. This is episode 7.
Finally,
Finally, as always, Bruno, Kevin, Jesse,
here. with
Italian Grinder.
Lucky number 7 and sandwich
This is
review
our
number 4.
4. Live review 4.
Number 4.
Different methodology though. This time
We
going.
went to
Why?
Grand Hills on Oaklawn
No.
Avenue.
Who? Grand
Wait.
Hills?
What's the name of the place?
No. Now you got me all messed up.
Isn't it Grand Hills?
No, dude. Now you
Not
got me
Grant
all
Hill's not the
fucked up.
basketball player. I've got him thinking about basketball all of a
You
sudden.
got me all fucked up now.
What is it?
Garden Hills.
Garden Hills.
Grant Hill.
I said Grand
You had me all messed up now. I couldn't think of it.
Garden
No, it's
Hill.
Garden Hills Deli.
Freudian slip.
Oaklawn Ave.
Yeah, that's all right.
All right. So
763 Oaklawn Ave, Cranston.
today's sandwich review is coming from Garden Hills
Garden Hills Deli.
Deli in Cranston on Oaklawn Avenue.
Correct.
We went with...
It's called the Tony
I am-
Soprano.
I am screwing it
It's
all.
called the Tony Soprano. It's basically an Italian grinder.
Yeah,
It's all the
What care
meats
you
on.
can- no
It's
one take.
got all the meats: salami, gabagool, pepperoni, gabagool,
Gabagool showed up today, guys.
tomatoes, roasted red peppers.
Roasted
Of course, we have lettuce on there. It's whatever.
This guy, you know,
Little
came around to the lettuce.
provolone,
Bruno.
banana peppers,
Can never get over the lettuce.
onions,
Went with the soft roll.
and some hot cap.
But different methodology going forward.
Hot cat.
Before we were actually customizing, we're having it personalized to our taste. But now we're just going with the Italian grinder that they
With-
naturally make.
Yeah.
Traditional
Yeah,
grinder
their
from the
take.
store.
And then we'll, of course, from that though, you'll say, all right, I might not like this on it,
Right.
like, because everybody has their own taste.
Yep.
Like, if you don't like roasted red peppers, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Because we just thought that if you're going to go to this restaurant, if it's being personalized to what
Yeah,
we like,
right.
you're not going to get the same.
Right.
Yeah,
So we're gonna
so-
get the full effect of the sandwich.
Exactly.
Show them the cross.
All right, Bruno,
Show them the cross.
take it away.
I
buddy.
can't. I'm gonna try. I don't know if I can reach. I don't know if I can reach up there.
I'll do it for Bruno. Look at this cross section here, baby. Look at the cross section.
Look at that.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
Last week, Jesse couldn't find the cross section, so
Did you get a good view of it?
yeah, I think they did.
Did they?
I think they're hungry.
Fucking guy.
This guy.
there we
It's
go.
all,
baby.
this is what gets Bruno excited. It's that hot,
Here we go, baby.
hot cup of cold.
Well, let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you right now, this is probably the best one I've had so far.
I'd agree with that.
I gotta be fair here.
I'd agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's fresh. I would say the roasted red peppers take it over a little bit, but not too much. But I would say without the peppers, you could taste more of the meat because the meat still does come through enough.
Pass me a napkin, please.
You know what I mean? So the flavor is spot on.
Oh my God.
Spot on.
I'm kind of like speechless. Like
Well,
this is hands down the best sandwich I think
Mhm.
I've had so far with these.
Oh, usually
This one,
the bread is fantastic.
oh man, the
The
bread.
meat portion is fantastic.
I think I want to say I saw Bono's bakery rolls on the
Oh, really?
on the door.
Yeah, and you can choose between hard or soft. We went with the soft this time, and I think that was a really good choice.
Yep.
Look at the portion. Like you got a large grinder and you cut it in 3. That's enough. I
Well,
mean, this-
When you order there, the menu states it says we recommend a small unless you're sharing because their portions are huge.
fantastic.
Yeah, they say they recommend a small if you're not going to be sharing it, which I could see why. That's a lot of sandwich.
This is excellent.
Yeah, this one was $17 for the large,
Put it right
$11.99.
in 3.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what more do you need for like a lunch?
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Yeah, this place is definitely.
I'm not gonna lie. I ate a quarter of it before you guys got here.
No, you didn't.
I swear I did.
I knew there was something
I
shady
swear I did.
because the guy only cut it in half.
Yeah, I ate a quarter
Are you
of
lying?
it. But no, I'm not. I'm dead
When
serious.
before we left, the guy cut it in half, and I came here. and Bruno opened it up, and it
Dead
was cut in
serious.
threes.
I cut it into thirds.
I'm like, how did he do that?
And I'm like, what is this? There's a
So he's
fourth.
not lying.
No,
I'm not lying at all. No.
this guy cheated.
At least he's honest. At
He didn't even go in for a blind taste test. He knew what he was getting.
least he's an honest crook.
Yeah. On Jesse's birthday.
All right,
Let's see how
guys.
you doing?
All right, guys.
Rate it. You rate it first.
Here we go. All right, guys. A raspberry reef from Gray Sail Brewing of Rhode Island. Shout out to those guys. Let's have a taste here.
Yeah, Gray Sale's got some tasty beverages out there.
Not bad. You get that raspberry note at the end there. Like not initial, but it's like
It's good.
That's actually not bad for like a summertime beer. It's not not heavy.
I'll say though, the one you found last week,
That
that was a hell of a beer.
that's like one of my favorite beers right now.
Because let's see here. This one is what's the percentage on here?
It's probably lower.
Yeah. So 5%.
Yeah, the other one we had last week was 9.5.
9.5, and you couldn't even taste the alcohol.
No. Yeah, they do a good job.
Well made. This certainly outdoes the others.
Yeah.
See, this is why
I'd say so.
I'm definitely going to break the 8s with this one.
we didn't go over 8 with the others, because you didn't know what could beat it.
Right.
I don't know. Is this one going to take over Paulie
Is this
Penta
one-
for Bruno?
But does this one? What did I get for these? 8-2. I'm a little. Like I said, I'm a little. That's one of my favorite places. So maybe we didn't catch the best grinder that day from there. No lettuce. Was a little sloppy made.
But
But I mean, like you said, these places, everybody has their days.
Everybody has.
You're not going to get 100%
But-
best every time you go in there.
Right.
that's one hell of a grinder.
That was very good.
But staying consistent is also a good thing. So if you've been going there for years, they must.
Cheers, guys.
Garden Hills Deli.
Cheers to the bros. Who
Cheers.
Cheers.
Rosary Podcast. That was Garden Hills Deli. Tony Soprano. All right. Jesse, you go first.
Yeah, I liked it. Bread is fantastic.
Bread was awesome.
The meat
God.
portion was fantastic. It was
Bono's
Perfectly-
rolls are awesome.
perfectly distributed. You don't have too much of like pepperoni or too much salami or gabagool. It was perfect. And then you had the tomatoes, the lettuce, the red roasted reds. See, I find that not always like you have to ask for banana peppers and roasted red peppers. This one came both
Yep.
included.
Both on there.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, that's like
And they ask you, like, you want everything on it? I said, yeah. So
Yeah, they ask
they
you that.
double check, like, if you read the menu and make sure you want everything on there.
Yep.
And here's the thing, not to continue, but this one, I don't think there was vinegar on it. I really think the banana
No,
peppers were.
I think they stay away from
I
that
think
because
so.
the red,
Yeah.
the red peppers are already like saturated in oil. So
And you don't really need it. I don't think it needed it, though.
Didn't not at all.
Nope.
So-
I like the extra vinegar flavor, but there you didn't need it. You didn't need it.
no, because it was all balanced.
Yep.
Like because the banana peppers gave it that little bite, and then
Like I said, the only critique I had was the roasted red peppers. Maybe take it over a little bit.
I noticed when I got to
That's
one
the
section,
only. Yeah.
if you get a big bite,
Right.
they,
That was about it.
that's the only issue with the roasted red pepper. They will overtake flavors if there's too many. But
Yeah. Yeah.
I only noticed that with one bite. So
Let's rate it. What do you give it, Jesse?
This is a good one, man. Because you can't go too high. Because so I'll go.
But I mean, that's a good sandwich. So
I'll go.
that's a very good sandwich.
I gotta go mid 8s. So
Yeah.
like a solid. I'll just say 8.5. I think it's a solid 8.5 because if I go any higher, then it's gonna be hard. You know, it's
Right. We have so many.
don't
We
know.
have more.
I
To
think
do.
an 8.5 is
We have
like,
more to do. Yeah.
I mean, we said we wanted to do at least 10, and we're about halfway there. So
Right.
this is going to be tough. I think.
God,
This
I
one's
was,
four,
I
right?
was leaning 8.5 or 8.6, but I'll say 8.5. I'll cut it right in the middle.
Okay. Kevin.
8.5.
Kevin, what do you
I'm,
got?
I'm definitely going to go 8s on this one, but I don't know if I'm going to go high 8s. I mean, like you said, there's who knows what else is out there, but this is a damn good sandwich.
It is.
So this one, I'm going to have to go 8-3.
8-3. Wow.
Yeah.
So I thought that was very good. That was a very good sandwich. The bread was awesome. The bread held up. I'm gonna go 8-6 on that.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I
The
think
Bruno bomber coming in.
Yep. Easily an 8-6 for me.
So
on that
right now,
sandwich.
this sandwich between the three of us is on average is
8.5.
it's like an 8.5, I think.
Yeah.
So right now, this,
And I probably lowballed it because you guys are saying, "Oh, what if we have
so
something?"
that's what
we don't
scared
even-
me.
Something else.
Right.
The thing is, we still have New York. We got to do.
Yep.
You know,
And the menu there is insane.
Bruno's.
We almost bought another sandwich on the way out. Like,
Yeah, we were gonna do like a
side review.
side review here because their sandwiches, their custom sandwiches, they all sound amazing.
Yep.
Dude, I'll say this: the Modern Butcher,
Yeah.
Italian grinder.
That was good.
I mean, we can't. So that's why you can't go so high.
But
If you remember,
was that better than this?
I don't.
I honestly don't remember.
Because now we're being specific. I know that the meat was awesome. Now the bread takes it a whole nother level.
Right.
So the bread on this one was fantastic.
I don't remember. I'm sure the bread was very good there too, but I don't remember the full flavor of the sandwich.
So we're doing a double review of that for that one. Are we doing a North Shore beef and the Italian grinder?
We can.
I mean,
sure. It's going to be on the top of our car, but
Yeah,
we're gonna have to. I mean,
yeah,
because
either.
you can do it right on top of my car. I don't care. We'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Got the lapel
maybe,
mics.
that one might be maybe that'll be an audio only episode.
Yeah, maybe. No, we can do a video. I mean,
I mean, if worst comes to worst,
we'll
we
see how
can
it goes.
we can use a phone.
Yeah.
Connect it. We'll figure something out.
Yeah.
But because that's not one we can really drive and bring back to record.
No.
That's
No,
that's a day trip.
I might bring one back just because, but
Oh yeah.
because we never get out there and get it.
So what do you guys think about this raspberry reef? What's on your mind about this drink? Huh?
It's gonna rate the beer too.
It's all right. I
It's
mean,
fine.
Good.
it's
It's fine, but
Not bad.
I don't really get much raspberry from it, but
You get the
It's a-
raspberry towards the end, but it's not like
it's a heavier.
yeah.
It's a little heavier,
little-
but
tart.
I'll be honest, Kev. You did well with the beer last week, man. You really struck gold with that one. 9.5%.
Well,
You could not.
I was gonna stop and get. I was gonna pick something else this week, but I went with this because the place I went really didn't have much for options. It was a smaller liquor
okay.
store. Yeah, but don't worry.
Mhm.
Next one will be better.
Well, we don't. I mean,
You don't know. You're
you've been
trying
buying-
it.
let Jesse pick the beer next time
But I figured too we'd stick with like
because you got
a local.
you got the
brewery.
sandwich next week. So
Yeah,
You got the
Jesse, Kevin does.
Oh, really? Okay. Oh, this was you?
Yeah, this is me. Yep.
Oh, wait. Did you pick this beer or did Kev?
Kevin picked the beer. I picked
Oh.
the sandwich.
Okay.
So Jesse got the beer, and
and last week Jesse picked the
Oh, we'll
sandwich.
figure it
I
out.
picked the beer.
Yeah.
So we'll trade
we'll
off.
figure it out. Yeah,
Try a little
can
bit of
edit-
everything.
you
It
can
doesn't
edit that part out.
doesn't have to be beer either. We
You can
can.
edit that.
Okay.
We might. I mean, that's a little. We should. Each person should do beer and sandwich. Let's not get overcomplicated about this.
Okay, that's fine.
You don't want Jesse. You don't want a mai tai.
Yeah, Jesse will buy red wine. We'll be all packed out on the table.
Jesse's
No,
like, yeah.
Bruno makes his own. I don't have to buy any. Bruno's got his own up in the attic.
Jesse coming in with the Cabernet. We'll be snoozing.
The Colorado.
Little Chianti.
Little Chardonnay.
That's not terrible. I mean, it's
No. But yeah, that was a good grinder though. That was
hell yeah.
Man, it was
good.
That took the cake.
It was a nice little place there with a full market.
I'm going
So,
back.
Full market. You can get cold cuts there. You can get steaks. You can get ground beef,
Yeah, they're like
marinated stuff.
they're less than 20 minutes from my house, so
Yeah.
I'm definitely
I'm
gonna-
surprised you've never been there.
I'm
you,
on.
you didn't even know about it.
You know what we gotta do?
I drive by it all the time too.
Oh,
it's
God,
it's
man.
hidden.
You know what we gotta do? Dave's Marketplace. I wonder how their grinder
An
is.
Italian grinder. I don't know.
You don't know? Do they do their?
I never had an Italian
Do they
grinder
make
there.
their own bread?
Yeah,
Uh,
no.
If they do, I don't think it's their own bread. They probably bring it in frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Since we've gotten these food reviews, this is endless. We could do like the best New England,
Oh,
do
God.
seasonal reviews, best New England clam chowder.
If we start doing lobster rolls, we'll
Oh
go
my
broke.
God.
We'll go broke.
That one, guys, we're gonna
Best
need.
steak tips.
We're gonna need some money. For
We'll
that.
need some support from you guys on that one for
yeah.
the lobster roll.
We're gonna need a
reviews.
GoFundMe for the bros who eat.
Dropping $100 on that review.
Gotta buy the merch.
Yeah, we don't have merch yet.
Bruno's so infatuated with the sandwich. All he's
He's-
hearing is like,
It's flabbergasted.
I know that was good though. No, that was good. I'm full now.
Oh well, somebody had a half of a
Yeah.
grinder. You know, you already knew what you were getting into. That's not a blind
like I
reaction.
said, at least he's an honest crook.
Here's
That was
here's
good.
Bruno. We want to make sure we get our reaction.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
already knew what it tastes like.
This guy already reacted.
damn.
I wanted to make sure it was good with the bros.
That was all acting. That was all acting, Kev.
Yep.
And oh my God! Wow, I have
No.
the flavors here. Oh my Lord! Oh
No,
oh my.
I had
We have Tony Soprano amongst us.
I had to make sure it was good for you guys to eat.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
He wanted to protect us
Yes.
from a bad
Exactly.
Dude,
Exactly.
textbook excuse.
I wanted to make sure it was good enough for you guys
Out of the.
to
Sky.
try.
He's trying to talk me into buying 2 or 3 sandwiches before we leave, and he's like,
Oh my God!
he's like,
meatball grinder. Go get that meatball grinder.
he's just
No
pointing to the
lettuce.
menu. He's like, what about that one? That one sounds good. right?"
No,
And I'm
but
like,
what was it? The one we wanted.
it had what? The prosciutto, broccoli rabe,
Oh my God!
balsamic glaze. Like it was crazy. They
Yeah.
had another one with a chicken cutlet
Oof.
with prosciutto,
Oh my God!
fresh mozz, and then the demi glaze on top. It's like, oof.
Yeah.
And I love a sandwich, like Bruno said on the last one, that with the anything with like a chicken cutlet.
Oh my God! You know what's gonna be good when we get the French dip. The French dip
Some
sandwich.
au jus.
Oh my Lord! That or like the the steak and cheese you found in New York.
Yes.
That would be excellent with
The
au
coupe?
jus. With
The
au
coupe?
jus. Oh my
Coupe?
God! Would it be good?
yeah.
I don't know if
Wow.
I shared the place with you guys, but I stumbled across one on Instagram. There's one in Worcester. Their steak and cheese looks phenomenal.
Yeah.
Really?
It's
Let's go.
and it's Worcester. What is that? 40 minutes away?
I can't
Yeah.
find a good steak and cheese around here. I can't.
And I'm not, dude.
Honestly, the best one I've had is Market Basket.
What?
Yeah.
In a while, yeah, I haven't found one
You
close.
think you think Market Basket is better than Riccati's?
I haven't had Ricotti's in a while. They are like wildly. Their price is like wild. I haven't been there.
Well, every place is wild.
That's true.
I mean,
But I haven't been there in a while. So
although
can
I
try
must
it.
say, the places we've been to recently have all been reasonable with their
They have.
pricing.
They have.
Guys, what are we
Try
gonna
it
do
with
though?
the sandwich.
We're gonna have to do the ice cream too. We're gonna have to do the ice cream reviews.
Oh
Or the
god.
Dells.
Oh, they just opened 2 new ice cream places within like 10 minutes of me.
No.
Yep.
Oh my God.
There's one in Happanog and then another one at right on Post Road.
Oh,
Oh
for
my
the
God.
you mean for the summer? You open them for the summer?
Well, one of them I think is open all year round.
I don't get why it's doing this.
And I think it actually has a drive-through. And
Yeah.
then there's one that I saw signs for it. It's they literally just opened. I don't know if they're going to be seasonal, but a lot of places with the ice cream though, they're staying open year round now because they're inside. I mean, there's one down the road from me, Deer Hearts, and they're open I think all year round.
Okay.
The place over here at Coolix, they've been open for like 2
Oh, yeah,
months
Coles.
already.
Yep.
They've been open for like 2 months already.
Yeah, Dell's has
open
been
early.
Dell's
They
has
open
been
early.
open on Warwick Ave for a while now.
Coolix opens early.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we got to hit up some Dell's.
Oh my
Yeah?
God. Yeah. And it's actually affordable. They're affordable, man.
Kind
Not
of.
bad. I mean,
Dell's
you
Limited?
don't
I
need a
mean-
large. You don't need a large. Get the
Dell's
little kid
Limited,
one.
they're affordable, yeah, of course.
Although-
Not bad.
If you're going somewhere for the summertime and you want to bring like a drink, they
Mhm.
put their large things now in like a plastic baggie,
Oh wow.
and you can just put a funnel and fill it up with whatever you want to mix in there.
Booze, little
Oh,
vodka.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's
That's
good.
awesome.
Rum or vodka.
Rum or maybe like a Malibu or like a vodka, just because the vodka doesn't really taste like much. But
We-
you figure it's already slushy and everything. Like
Yeah,
it's a good to go drink.
right.
Bring it to a party or a cookout.
But I just can't get over that sandwich today. That was good.
That hit the spot. That
Sure
was,
did, honestly.
I can't believe. I mean, I was expecting it to be good, but that one surprised me.
I had chicken cacciatore for lunch.
You made it? You made it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, did it like crock pot style.
Nice.
Cooked it overnight.
Sounds good. Overnight?
Yeah, cooked that on low. 10 hours.
Nice.
Oh damn!
That must have just fell off the
It
bone.
was it was awesome. This morning I actually got into it and I was shredding it apart. Wow.
Nice.
It was good.
Hopefully you didn't leave it on all day.
No, not today.
Not today. Oh, so does that mean you've done it
It's
before?
off. It's turned off.
You said not
you-
today though.
You have left it on?
Not that I know of. Thank God, no. I sure hope not.
Yeah. No, I hope not. Burn your house down.
Mm-hmm.
Good lord.
No, it was pretty good. I was thinking about like what could I have with it because I was thinking maybe just rice. Maybe I'll put it over some rice or something. I mean, you could have pasta, but
Little rice-a-roni.
you found okay. I almost lost my train of thought. Back to the steak and cheese,
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
talking about steak and cheese, yeah.
dude. I do not care for the whiz. Like I like
No.
regular cheese.
Give
I
me
like
the
regular provolone,
Sliced.
sharp cheddar.
Even if you
What the hell they
mash it in with it, I'd much rather go with the sliced cheese.
Absolutely.
The cheese whiz, there's so much salt.
Yeah.
It takes away from the flavor of the steak. And
Is the whiz like a Philly thing? Is that originated?
in Philly? Yeah, but in Philly they have competing
They do.
steak and cheese shops.
Mhm.
One will use whiz and the other one won't, and that's like the big
Okay.
debate.
So
I went to D'Alessandro's when I was in Philly. To me,
I heard
it was
that's
the
good. That's
best.
good, right?
It wasn't. There was no whiz. They don't do whiz. I mean, maybe they do. I didn't get the one with the whiz. I just got their standard one. Didn't come with whiz.
I feel like the whiz though is like too much.
I feel like the whiz is Geno's and I can't remember the other.
those two places are tourist places, though.
Yeah,
They're not,
they're,
like the locals don't go there.
Yeah.
That's what they say anyway.
No,
I don't know.
they're a
but-
tourist.
yeah,
Yeah, you got to find the little
South
hidden
Philly.
gems like
Geno's, and
Pat's. Is it
Pat's.
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 that's, yeah.
I went to D'Alessandro's.
Yeah,
It was
what is it?
fantastic.
Angelo's that Portnoy reads about, right? Angelo's.
Is that
I
what
think
it is?
He said the
Well,
pizza.
he said there's one.
He's got the best pizza
And he
steak and
rated the
cheese.
steak and cheese. Yeah,
The pizza and the steak and cheese the best.
yeah.
thing.
Didn't he give it the steak and
And
cheese?
then-
Like,
Are they
made
in
eights?
Philly?
Yeah,
Okay.
and then they brought that sandwich to New York. with
Yeah, that's right. you
the
had mentioned it.
Coop-
Yep.
Bradley
Oh,
Cooper.
Bradley Cooper.
Bradley
His-
Cooper.
his
Oh,
food
that
truck.
looked phenomenal.
That got good reviews. Some people didn't said it wasn't the same. So I
But
don't know.
we also need to be on the lookout for Meat Sweats. That food
Oh.
truck.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's a new food truck in the state.
That's.
Yep.
I saw they just popped up at one of the
We should
first
do-
food truck festivals.
Definitely do a food truck festival coming
Yeah.
up.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
That's Friday at Milligan's Island, Jesse.
Oh,
Every Friday.
Jesse, you should come with us in August. The
Or-
brew at the zoo.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah. I remember
Wanna come to
Bruno
the
talking
zoo?
about that.
And then isn't there another one
What do you guys talk about?
it's like a
Have Roger Williams?
July?
for the ASPCA?
Oh, that's at a brewery. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's,
The Pints for Pals. Oh,
Yeah,
Pints
Pints
for
for
Paws.
That'd be kind
yeah,
of
yep.
But
that's it.
that brew at the zoo, man, that'll be a fun time.
yeah. Oh, it's always. I've gone every single year except for
What do they usually have on average for
2 years ago.
breweries?
how many?
Yeah,
I don't even know.
because I went to
wanna
Beer
say
Fest. I got to a point where
50. I don't know, 30 to 30,
think-
40, 50 of them. I don't know.
I think when I went to the last one, Beer Fest I went to, I was trying to count, and then I got to a point where I couldn't remember
Yeah.
what number I was on.
No, yeah, you don't.
There wasn't enough pretzels to.
Once you get in there, you have like 6 beers in about 2 minutes.
I mean, they're
more.
only like this big, but still,
you're mixing them.
You're
they're
going-
IPAs,
you're going table to table and just.
It's 95 degrees. Like it's
Yeah, the only thing that about Beer Fest is a lot of them they're indos, but Brew at the Zoo you're outside,
Right.
in the heat, you're just
Yep.
cooking.
there's
But
elephants and
Not to
tigers.
take you guys off this
bears.
conversation, but did you guys have your high school reunion? Kind of a random conversation. It came up.
What?
No, have you guys had?
That's so
I
random.
have mine coming up. I have my.
No,
I haven't.
I think they did one.
You know,
but-
went to yours.
No,
I didn't.
You're
Go, I
going
didn't go.
to
No, I
Will
didn't.
you-
I
will you
should have.
guys go?
I should have
The
went.
next one coming
I'll
up.
probably, if they have it, I'll go. I'm not a lot of people went to the last one, so I don't think there's many people around here anymore. To be honest,
nobody's.
People.
Everybody's leaving Rhode Island.
Yeah. Same with us.
so I think maybe there was less than 10 people at the last one.
Oh wow!
It was like a big-
God.
yeah,
You went to big high school too.
I did. Yeah, there was a lot of people.
How many kids did you graduate with? You remember?
I don't remember.
Is it over
It was probably close to 100.
50, 300?
Yeah, over 100. I don't know.
Oh, easy.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Easy. Over 100.
Yeah, I don't remember though.
It's funny because I ran into over the weekend. I ran into several people from my high school I haven't seen in years, man. I actually ran into. This is funny because I had to do the celebration of life. I think I had told you guys about. I had my buddy's mom invited our 8th grade teacher. We're sitting there talking. I'm talking to him, and we're like,
8th grade.
8th grade,
Was that 20 years ago?
dude.
No,
I said, "When do you?" He's like,
more
"What?"
than that. 25 years ago.
Yep. I said, he's like, "When's the last time you think?"
No,
I said 25,
13?
13.
13 years old.
That's what I said. 25 years ago. I haven't
25
seen it.
years. That's
I'm like, that is crazy
Yeah.
to think. 25 years.
what year did you graduate? 04?
High school?
Yeah.
05.
05.
But that's high school.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
no,
still,
I know. I'm
8th
just
grade
saying,
is
13 years old.
Yeah.
I mean,
one.
it's crazy to think that we were 13
Yeah,
that
dude.
many years ago.
Yeah.
What the hell happened?
Isn't that insane?
25 years ago?
25 years.
Yep.
I mean,
crazy.
it's
1999.
That's crazy.
It's funny too because I was talking to him and I said, "Look, I'm sorry, I can't call you by your first name. To me, I gotta address you like a teacher.
Oh, mister.
Yeah, Mister.
You gotta, yeah.
You know what I mean? I have a friend of mine. Well, kid I grew up with, one of my closest friends, and he's always been okay with just calling an adult by their first name. You always got that one friend.
We had a teacher in high school. It was so bad. He used to get fired up. We would go, his first name was Steve. And there was a whole bunch of us. We'd see him in the hallway, be like, "Hey, what's up, Steve?" And he'd just give us this look.
So
like,
mean.
he'd give us this look. He's like,
What was his last name?
Mudderman.
Oh, God.
Ooh.
We'd call him Steve or Mud. And we'd sing the Primus song when we were around.
That's crazy.
But yeah, everybody loved to bust this guy. He was a big guy, too. And I'm surprised.
You call him Mr. M?
Well, we called him Mud, Steve.
Stevie Muds?
We'd say, "My name is Mud" from the Primus song.
Mm-hmm.
Stevie Muds.
Stevie Mud. Shout out.
But
Mr.
isn't it
Mudderman.
crazy
Definitely
how
called him
time
that in high
flies,
school.
man?
Stevie.
Isn't it crazy how time
Dude, I
flies?
graduated in 03, man.
Right.
It was our 20-year.
It's 20.
Does it feel like that, though? It doesn't.
No,
We're almost halfway through 2025.
I know.
What the? I mean, I understand they say
It's
when you
crazy.
get older, time goes by faster.
How?
But, dude,
No, it's insane.
it's
yeah.
crazy to think that 40 is right around the corner. For
It really is. It's insane. I just turned
Closer.
38.
Closer for me than it is to you guys.
Just turned 38. I'm less than 2 years.
Yeah.
2 years from 40.
You're a little baby.
Yeah. 1
It's
year,
crazy, too.
364
And, like,
days.
Some of the people we work with, they're like 25 years old.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm like, damn,
Right.
Mhm. Where'd the time go, man?
Right?
out the window. It's just
It's like a blink of an eye.
seriously.
What was I doing at 25? I'm trying to think. I think I was working in Johnson Wales.
25.
You know what's funny? I don't know about you guys, but when I was younger, I really did not think about I thought about career and everything to a certain extent, but I never thought about money. Like when I was younger, I was hanging out with my
Oh,
friends.
who does though?
No, but some
At like
people are
13, like
some people are more career oriented and
Yeah.
I had an idea, but I never cared for I was like, when are we hanging out? Like when am I that was my priority, hanging out with my friends,
Playing
like
video
living in the
games.
moment, living in the moment. Now,
Right.
man, it's like kind of
see.
you forget about it, man. It's like I wish you could go
We
back.
should have thought about money back then, and now we probably wouldn't be thinking about it as much now.
It's the truth,
Spend so
man.
much money back
It's the
then.
truth.
It's crazy.
Oh yeah, back then it was like, oh, it's Friday, it's payday. Where are we going?
Yep. Yeah, you just lived in the moment, man.
Yeah,
Now it's every other week, every
Yeah.
other Friday.
Right.
yeah. There's companies with bi-weekly, man.
Hate that. So dumb.
Mm-hmm. But it's the truth, man. It's like, damn,
Dude,
good times.
you always when you're younger, all you think about is growing up and
Yep.
becoming an adult, and then you become an adult, you're like, wow, that was stupid.
And you know what's funny too? It's like, some of the people that you were really close friends with, over time, you drift.
Oh,
Or
it's
you-
crazy.
You change. And not to say that your relationships change. You don't hang out with each other every day. You might.
Oh, between jobs and
yeah, you
families,
don't-
and
Yeah.
You're
time gets hard, man. It's so
Exactly.
hard to
It's not
to
the way it
budget your
used to be.
time.
And then you grow in. The thing is, people change. You're not into the same things anymore. Then you find another group of friends, almost
Mhm.
like we did.
Yeah.
It's kind of happenstance.
Yeah.
So it's
Crazy
it's
what
interesting.
like the way life takes you.
Like like they said in the Sandlot, like when you go out and hang out with your friends, one of those days is gonna be the last,
last
day, and
day.
you're never gonna know it.
Yeah.
Think about
That's a
that.
good
That's
point.
wild.
yeah,
Thinking about that,
it's
You know?
crazy. That's a good scene too.
Yeah. Yeah.
it's like, all right, I'll see you tomorrow, and then
Yeah. And you don't.
Now
Yeah.
you got me thinking about the Sandlot, and I think remember at the end when they're like, we never replaced the guy on the team.
Yeah,
Oh,
they-
yeah.
Kept on
everybody
going.
who
They
left,
just-
they never
yeah.
replaced them
Kept on going.
because
Yeah.
the original 9.
Mhm.
yep,
You know,
What a classic movie, though.
they don't make movies like that anymore.
No,
Like,
man.
that movie was so good. It
We'll
was-
never have movies like
it was
that.
one- that had to be one of my favorite sports movies.
Oh, growing up, I watched that movie so many times.
Yeah.
Can you
I
believe?
watch it now. Like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
I can't wait. My kid's getting to the age where I'm gonna have them sit down and watch. But it's weird because, I mean, when we were younger, the times were a little different
Yeah,
from
they
what they
were.
were. But now,
Right.
from what it is now to what it was back then,
Right.
we're never gonna have that again.
No,
Kids
no.
meeting up at the baseball field,
No.
like,
Because dude, we didn't have iPhones. We didn't have we
Right.
didn't have computers. We didn't really even have computers to be
no,
honest.
we didn't have
We
it.
didn't have. them.
We didn't really have computers to what we were like.
Yeah, till
mid
older
teenage,
teens.
like
Yeah,
mid
right.
We
teens.
wrote papers. We literally hand wrote our papers.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like now,
Kids even learn cursive anymore?
No,
no.
Yeah,
No.
so
People don't even know how to sign their name.
no,
We
you
learn
can't sign
cursive.
their name.
They don't know how to read an analog clock.
That's crazy.
I barely know how to do that.
You guys remember the rotary phones?
Oh my
Some,
god!
like our
You miss a
grandmas
number,
would have?
you have to start all
Our
over.
grandmas would have.
My great grandmother had one, and that's the only phone she had in her house. For
Yes,
years.
my grandma had one in their basement.
Yeah.
I don't
And if
know
you
what
messed
heck
up the
happened
phone number, you'd have to hang up, start all over again.
there. They were great. They were great.
If people had all high numbers in their phone number,
People would have no clue how to use nothing.
people don't even know how to use a cassette player,
Yeah.
like VCRs. Like,
Dude, like it's like time. Like
Or-
you think about from where we've come. Like we literally, we when we were kids, like you remember those big screens that you'd go to people's houses and they were like the massive big screens, and you'd be like,
oh my god,
this is
projection
the
screen
example
TVs.
of rich.
Yeah.
This is like now. Can you imagine? Like you're like, what in the hell do you have this TV for?
Yep. The big tube thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is wild.
I remember when a 37-inch TV was huge. Now it's like
Yeah,
people, you have a 37-inch TV, they're like, what the hell is that?
Uh huh.
Right. That's like nothing. I think a 42-inch TV in my bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's smaller than that. 36, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But
time is crazy, man.
No, we didn't have HD TV. Just a regular.
We didn't have
standard
HD anything.
color TV.
nothing, dude.
We had VHS.
Now it's in 4K.
Yeah.
What
and people, but
now
now
Ness app in 4K.
and people complain about like
Yep.
the way things look on. I'm like, dude, go back 30
How do you
years ago.
complain about how it looked?
Right.
Or people complain about watching an ad. I'm like, dude, we had commercials on everything.
I was playing Call of Duty. It was like a movie. It looks like a movie. Like it was.
Yeah.
I got lost in it. Like it was nuts.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Like how far we've come.
Yeah.
Good and
It is.
bad. There's pros and cons.
Of course.
But it's like, did you hear about that mother that got arrested because her 10-year-old son walked to the store a mile and a half away from their house?
I heard about that.
that's
Yeah.
wild.
That's what I mean. The kids like can't even be kids anymore.
No.
That woman got in trouble because her son walked to the convenience store.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know where I was walking at 10 years old?
Right.
I was in different towns. Like
I was everywhere.
these guys,
Yeah.
this
Riding
poor
your
kid walked
bike.
a mile to the store.
I think I walked to school at 10, which was
Oh, yeah.
right around the
Mhm.
corner of my house. But
riding
missed
bikes,
Man,
yeah,
the riding bikes 3-4
All around
towns
the-
over.
Mhm.
yeah.
I'd miss the bus.
We
and
would
have to
play
walk to school.
manhunt.
Manhunt.
Man-
Worth of 2 blocks. Worth
Like-
2 blocks of
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
yeah.
through a whole neighborhood. Like
Do kids even know what manhunt is anymore?
Probably
No.
not. Probably not.
Awesome. Awesome.
Manhunt is a game where you go around and try to find people that hide
at night.
At
at night.
At night.
With usually you have like a flashlight. And
Well,
that's it.
even like you start when it's light out.
Oh,
but
like
then it's
at like
yeah,
dusk.
dusk.
But
Yeah.
by the time you're in the middle of it, it's
It's so
pitch black,
awesome.
and you're
Yeah.
trying not to trip yourself.
Yeah.
I
We were losing people for hours at a time.
Mhm.
Some kids will just
Yeah.
quit and go home.
Yeah.
You're like, where'd he go? I don't know. I guess we'll see him tomorrow. You just hope your buddy's okay. Like,
Yeah.
there was no cell phones to check on him.
Right.
Even like when you're younger, you call up your buddies and you're like, "Hey, let's do home run derby." I feel
Oh,
like
yeah,
they don't
that's
do
right.
it anymore. I feel like you still see people playing basketball, but like home run derby and stuff.
Well, if you think about it, dude, there isn't many places anymore. Everything's being torn down.
Good
They're
point.
building
Yeah.
condominiums everywhere. Like,
True. I mean, there's still some baseball
Like,
fields, but
look, there's no
We used
woods
to-
anymore.
dude, we used to go play baseball down in North Providence. We used to hop over this fence, get on the field, and
Yeah.
Mhm.
play baseball.
I remember when
there was
I-
maybe 5 of us.
Yeah.
Maybe.
In like the early days of high school, we would all meet up in this one section of woods. There was like an abandoned school bus. We would all hang out.
Yeah.
But now that section of woods is gone. There's houses there now. Like there's no woods anymore to hang out in. There's nowhere to go.
Mhm.
That's why these kids just go to school and then go home and sit on the computer.
We used to drink. I remember there was this stream, like a stream right near the field, and we used to drink the water from the stream. It was like the coldest water you could ever drink. There was like bugs in it. Like,
But now,
whatever.
yeah, but that was how
we
long
used to
ago?
drink.
That-
No, that was
You drink that water.
Yeah.
Now, you're gonna
I don't
throw a third arm.
Like,
I
can
don't
you
know,
guys imagine-
probably
like, dude,
that
when
was
we were
30
kids,
years
can
ago.
you ever
20
imagine?
years ago.
Can you ever imagine food being labeled organic? Like, come on,
They
dude.
would punch
When
you
we
in the
were kids,
face.
man, can you ever imagine that?
If you walked into a restaurant and said, "I can't eat this. I'm gluten free,"
Yeah, exactly.
you would get backhanded.
God.
You would. What in the world? People would stare at
Everything now.
Gluten free. There's people sitting next to you smoking a cigarette, and you're worried about gluten free.
I remember being on an airplane, people smoking a cigarette on the airplanes, dude, completely engulfed. They'd have the non-smoking section, but come on, dude.
My
How do you
favorite.
prevent
You're at a restaurant and they have smoking or non-smoking. That's not a different room. They're just like, these tables are smoking. The next table, non-smoking. What is
Yeah.
it solving?
No sense. No sense. Made no
God,
sense.
The old
remember
times,
that.
man. The old times.
Right?
Oh, I remember, that's crazy. That to think about restaurants where you could smoke. Now it's
And we're
You don't
really
see
not
it.
that old.
You don't see it
man.
anymore.
We're really
Josh is
not
probably
that
one of the only
old.
places.
there's a few places like cigar bars where you can smoke.
Well, yeah.
Maybe casinos, but yeah, there's
Right.
no.
I mean,
Well, Kev, tell that story.
at Picasso's has a place where
Well, they have the retro cigar lounge. Like
right, it's that is a cigar lounge technically.
it's a cigar.
Oh,
bar.
okay.
It's
I didn't know
retro the cigar bar. Yeah.
I thought it was a legit smoking section.
No, it's an actual. It's like it's almost like I want to say it's considered its own like restaurant.
Oh, okay.
So there's Picasso's Bar and Grill
Yeah.
or Picasso's Pub, and then next door is Retro.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It's like a
I
cigar
didn't know
pub.
about that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I thought it was like a specific spot.
it's almost like its own entity by itself. It's called Retro.
Kev, tell that story about the time you went to the was it the cigar bar or restaurant and the woman smoking a cig?
Oh, this was at Picasso's. we went to Picasso's one day. I went with my brother-in-law. We were there having a few drinks. We brought some cigars. I'm sitting down. I have my cigar, and this woman on the side of me who has been like ripping through cigarettes all night long. She looks at me. She goes, "You know those things really stink, right?" And I'm like, "You're in a cigar bar, and you're ripping through a pack of cigarettes in a half an hour, and you're going to complain about me smoking a cigar for 45 minutes."
You're getting blown up over there. You right?
Yeah,
You sure? You want to go check, make a call or something?
it's my side piece.
Oh my God! Well, who says that? You're getting
This guy has no shame. This guy has no shame. No shame. No shame, Kev. No
That's
shame.
blowing up my spot.
Jeez,
Older Tuesdays is sacred day.
that's what I said.
That's
I
what
said Tuesday.
I said in the words of the great.
Don't
and
be getting
powerful
sick. Don't be getting sick on Tuesdays.
Nope. Hold it off.
Yep. Don't be missing Tuesdays. It's podcast day. Now look at us. We're seven podcasts in.
Oh, and we almost forgot. Okay, guys. So
We're gonna have to really celebrate when we get
deal
to
of
10.
the week. Deal of the week.
Oh, the deal of the week.
Almost
So,
forgot all
guys,
about that.
We
Yeah.
have the Providence Oyster Bar. Let's see here. 'cause
Which
we
I
have it
mean,
saved here.
you hear the name Providence Oyster Bar, you're gonna think it's gonna be expensive,
Crazy
but
prices, but
This place, man.
All right, guys. So
crap.
every day from 3 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. It's called the home of the Buckashuck. We've got oysters, little necks, and cherry stone clams for $1. $9 apps,
You got $3 shrimp
assortment,
cocktail,
$3 shrimp cocktail, wide array of
$9
appetizers.
sushi rolls.
Yep. Clams Casino, fried bay scallops, steamed mussels, steak tacos, disco fries. Got barbecue shrimp, classic burger sliders, wasabi, calamari, Asian chicken wings, and Rockefeller, which is 3 oysters topped with,
oysters
Or not.
Rockefeller, right? Yeah.
oysters Rockefeller.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah,
And what are those? Those are different priced apps, right?
they are. They're all under $10 though.
Yeah, they are. $10 each. Yep.
You can't go wrong though with the dollar oysters, little necks. and
No,
cherry
that
stone.
bucket shuck for all that,
awesome.
that's
Yep.
insane,
That's
man.
insane.
$6 sushi rolls.
Yep.
No,
No, that's
Six?
different. That's
that's a different
that's a
menu.
different menu.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
$9. 3 to
Oh, that's
5:30.
happy hour. Sorry.
Yeah, the other one is $9 sushi rolls. Which,
Yep.
if they, I mean,
Spicy tuna roll, vegetable roll. Spicy
I'm sure they're
salmon roll,
not skimpy
and
on their
Philadelphia.
rolls. That's a damn good deal of the week.
Buckashuck is is always a good deal. Every time you find that, like that's awesome. Just
Yeah.
doing it for $1 a piece. And that's the deal of the week. I didn't give it enough oomph. Enough oomph. That's the deal of the week.
There we go.
Yeah.
Got to get people pumped for it.
That's what you need right there.
Now, when was that, Jesse? Every day? Or
It's every day.
From 3 to 5.
Every day.
3 to 5. That's a steal. Even the
Yeah.
weekends?
That's what it says. It says every day. From
Wow.
3
That's-
to 5:30.
That's a great
You know
deal.
what? That's a good way to get people in the door.
Right.
Then they stay for dinner.
Yep. And then they spend money on some drinks.
See? They know what they're doing.
That's a great deal. I just go for the bucket shuck and just
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe get a couple shrimp cocktail.
yeah.
But yeah, the bucket shuck, man.
Yep.
Have some bucket shuck, a few beers. There you go.
Yeah, it's a good deal. That's awesome. I think we've been there before. Is there one on There's one on Federal Hill. Oh no, there's one in East Greenwich, right?
The Providence Oyster? Oh, like or an actual oyster bar.
Is it the Providence Oyster Bar? Right? That's what this is. Providence Oyster Bar. Yeah. Where are the locations, Jesse?
Let me take a look. I think it's in Federal Hill.
No, the other one. I think you're thinking of East Greenwich Oyster Bar, where
maybe.
where I got that calamari pizza.
Yep. Oh, it's Atwells Ave.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Yep. This one. I think it was this one though. We've been there. I think I've been there.
Which one?
The Providence Oyster Bar.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
But the other one too. Yeah, the East Greenwich is where I went.
That was the East Greenwich Oyster Bar. Yeah.
Those that calamari pizza flatbread
Right.
was really good. I could go for a buck of shuck.
So you eating that sandwich?
Yeah. Well, sorry. Like I said, some of us didn't have half a sandwich. Mr. Greedy.
I know I'm full. I don't even want to eat dinner.
On Jesse's birthday. How rude.
Why is that rude?
What'd you guys get me for my birthday, guys? What'd you get me?
Oh, we got you some soupy.
Some because you've been dying about it for a
Soupy,
soupy
man.
over here. And then we ate all of it.
They saved me one slice.
Said, happy birthday, have a bite.
No, it was good. Thank you, guys.
Mm-hmm.
How we doing?
Yeah, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah. Cheers to that, Jesse. All right, everybody. Well, thank you for tuning in for episode 7.
Episode 7. Never thought we'd get here.
Unbelievable.
Didn't think so.
Unbelievable.
Let's try to share the hell out of this one.
But yeah.
How we been doing? We've been doing great.
I think no matter how many views we get,
Mhm.
it's a good time.
Yeah, it is. We have
You know?
fun here.
Yeah.
We talk
really
about,
do.
We talk
I mean,
about
we've
food.
come such a
We eat
long
food.
way.
Like,
We have. Like from the first episode to
God.
like this one, it's been
this is like,
We sit down
I
and
feel like
smooth.
we sit down and just talk and it just let it roll and
we've taken leaps and bounds between the first
Yeah.
one and just
Yeah.
1 and 7.
at least we think so.
Oh my god.
Maybe other
The
people don't
viewers.
think so, but we'd like to know. We'd like people to comment on stuff and
Yeah.
what you want to hear.
Hey
what
guys,
you
share
wanna
this
see.
with your friends.
Just hit
guys.
that
Just
button.
Give us
man.
a share.
Share
it with your
We'd
friends.
appreciate it.
No one
Let
asks,
everybody know about
we
it.
don't ask for much. Just a share.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's
We
it.
appreciate
Just
it.
a share, a
Couple
like.
shares.
Just a couple of clicks on that mouse.
Would it
That's
kill you guys? Would it kill you? Really?
Come on. That'd be nice. We appreciate it.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching or listening.
Yeah.
Whatever you guys
Appreciate
do to
Yep.
get this.
Thank you. As always,
And-
go Friars.
We will see you next time.